What's up, YouTube? Team Low Key coming at you with our second podcast with your hosts John and Brent here. What are we going to be talking about tonight, Brent?
You already don't remember? We're doing format discussion. So this last weekend we had the UDS, we had a couple regionals. What do you think, John? What do you think of the results from that?
I think there were too many magicians in the top.
No, there weren't enough magicians. So at the UDS, there was 5 out of the top 8 decks were Pendulum Magician. The other one, there was like a True Draco ABC. Man, I really should look these up.
True Draco ABC.
True Draco ABC. It's actually pretty cool.
I didn't see that.
No, so because you take the Tsukuyomi and you do the normal Tsukuyomi crap, but then you pop the Tsukuyomi.
Are you tribute it or pop it?
You pop it with a diagram. Search whatever you want, and then you got your normal crap.
I did not see that.
It's actually really not that bad. And then they had a Trickstar, I think.
Yeah, I think a Trickstar made top 8.
I'm really bad about that. So those are all the decks. And then in other news, they had a Blue Eyes get top 10, top 8 at a regional.
Top 10.
Paleo won that regional too. So what do you think, John? What do you think of the format so far with all these random decks topping?
I'm liking it. I mean, I'm not loving the fact that True Draco is still a really big thing. Like, you see there's like 30 True Draco variants. Like, it's crazy. There's like Invoke, Spellbook, True Draco bullshit. Like, there's like a bunch of different variants of that.
At least it's a bit more usable and better than like Zoo. I'd hate to have like any form of Zoo.
It's better than having Zoo and pure True Draco at full power. But like, I'll agree with you there. But so there's definitely more diversity right now. But I think right now it's just kind of a mashup format until Spiral comes out, and then Spiral's going to come out and ruin it all for all of us. But
they had a Dino deck in the top 3 too. I think he lost right away, and a Cosmo.
Yeah, well, when it comes to dinos, it's probably just like, can I OTK you within the first like 2 turns?
You don't miss the good old fashioned Dino FTK?
Not really, no.
That's too bad. Okay, so that was that. So no Light Sworn, no Minerva Sworn.
Dude, it can definitely top this format.
They actually got 11th at a different regional too.
They what?
They got 11th at that same regional that Blue Eyes was at.
Good.
Well,
like, they definitely have potential. They really do. Because, like, they had potential. It got top 32 at Nationals. I know that guy, actually. Mm-hmm. And they can do something in this format, even with Spiral coming out. I as a player of Minerva Sworn at the moment, I really think that the deck can do something.
Well, if you open
with
grass,
the right player
and
the right build.
What's that? If you open grass, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, milling 20 is really, really good.
So
and then if you're going up against Spiral, does Spiral's opening board even have a spell negate?
No, they don't have negates. They just have pops.
So, yeah, like, unless they have the Ash for that, like, I'm about to mill 30 cards.
Dude, but wait till they like, cherries your Minerva.
Dude, they cherries my Minerva, they can go suck a fat one.
So, John and I went to locals this last week after the ban list. Tell us about that, John. What was the meta like there?
All right, so we're going to take you through the meta, and we're going to take you through how we did. I'll let Brent tell you about his when we get there, but I didn't do so well. I went up against... What did I go up against? It was...
You went up against a guy named Bai.
No, I won the match where I got a bye. So round 1, I went up against Magicians. All I have to say is that I honestly think that's the best deck until Spiral comes out. I really do. Like, I mean,
it shows at the UDS.
I think, yeah, it showed it at the UDS. It also shows that, like, because I was saying this to Brent, is that I think that the reason it wasn't even topping the last format was because Brent always says, where's the tops? Like, show me the tops and why this deck should be hit. Mm-hmm. But I just... the problem is it's not in the hands of the best players in the game, because all the players were like, okay, yeah, Zoo's the best, most consistent deck. Let's play Zoo. If more of the best players like Jeff Jones and Billy Brake and whatnot were playing Pendulum Magicians, it would have more tops. It would. And I honestly feel that that's the best deck of the format right now at this point in time until Spiral comes out. And I mean, when Spiral comes out, it's going to have a lot tougher time like dealing with that, but it still is going to be one of the top 3 decks.
Yeah, it's definitely a solid deck. So what about locals? How many Magicians were there?
I think it was just...
It was just me and Aaron?
You and Aaron, I think. Yeah, I don't think I saw anybody else playing it.
I was real surprised because there we saw a lot more Cosmo players. A lot of people were thinking that was great.
Yeah, but that's just because of, like, it just comes down to, like, who goes to your locals. And at our locals, we do have a lot of fans of Cosmos. We got, like, Ken, Davis.
Names a bunch of people don't know.
Yeah, bunch of people you guys don't care about. But yeah, I mean, it just comes down to like who's at your locals and what they like playing. But yeah, Cosmo's definitely a deck this format.
So John, what was your final record with Minerva Sworn this week?
Okay, this week. Before I go into this week, I'd like to say that last week I went undefeated.
In Zoo format.
Yeah, in Zoo format, when Zoo was still a thing. But this week I went 1-3, and my win was the bye.
Who'd you lose against?
I lost to Magicians in time. I lost to Trickstar. What was it? It was like...
Oh, it was Link Trickstars. I watched
Link
that.
Trickstars, yeah.
Jesus, you went like an hour into time.
That was
stupid.
retarded. Because I mean, I could have rule sharked him, but like I hate getting rule sharked, so I didn't. Because he like made a firewall and then thought it just was its effect worked for just cards that it pointed to, not co-linked to.
Yeah, you guys were.
And then I explained that to him, and then he's like, "Oh, well, I'm not making that then." And I was kind of like, "Okay." Yeah, it's locals. I didn't really care, but and we were in time and everything.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
In time.
Well, yeah, and it is what it is. But I ended up losing it because it's Trickstars, and I just kept getting burned for a ton. And yeah, I just don't think Trickstars should have ever been created. Not because they're broken or anything.
You just didn't play.
What's that?
Your last match, you just didn't even play. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, no. Last match, I would have beaten the guy. He wasn't a great player. I've played him before, but
because it was like a mishmash, right?
Yeah, it was like Magnet Warriors, I think.
You don't think Magnet Warriors are going to top now that Zoo's gone?
Nope.
That was the only thing keeping them back.
I disagree with you. I think the deck itself keeps the deck itself back.
They're going to make rank 3s great again.
I don't agree with you. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, and then the last match I just gave the opponent the win because I was X2. I didn't really care. I was only going to play if I was playing one of my friends and was going to be able to have a good time.
Yeah.
But more importantly, Brent, how did you do this week?
How did I do? Well, thank you, Mr. Jonathan. This week I played Pendulum Magicians. I've been telling everybody for weeks and weeks that's the deck to beat. I've been a believer. I've topped regularly with it, but this week this was a special occasion.
You went 4-0, didn't you?
I did. I went 4-0 and I 2-0'd everybody.
Didn't lose a single game. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Brent Reese, 2017.
It's exactly. That's why, if I were at the UDS, I would have 2-0'd everybody there too. But no, so I beat ABC.
ABC.
It's a slip, Freudian slip, I guess. I beat Blue Eyes, the deck that I lent June because he couldn't use his OCG deck, our Chinese friend.
Yeah.
I beat
Shout
Magicians.
out to June.
Oh, the Magicians win was so good though, because normally Aaron and I are so back and forth.
That's the guy I lost to, by the way.
We so normally it's a pretty decent mirror because he's actually an okay player. But what happened was I went first. I had Time Star. I set up the trap. He couldn't do anything. Game 2, he goes first. He has Scales, a set card, and like a Joker or something. I Cosmic Cyclone his set card, force him to activate Wavering Eyes, and Cosmic Cyclone his double Iris, and he just burns me for 500 and destroys Oath Dragon. And there's just OTK.
Happens.
And then just Cosmo, just GG, and just Magicians just beat Cosmo.
Yeah. How did they beat Cosmo? Like what?
Because
why is it? Is it auto win? Would you say?
It's pretty darn close to auto win, just because there's no.
Well, they have auto they kind of have non-targeting removal in the trap.
Yeah, the trap. They have Ignister. They have
Ignister's another.
They can beat over it with whatever. They can summon Beals on demand. They just have so many things. And Cosmo, okay, you can disrupt, you can float. We're gonna stop you. We can go to Abyss Dweller. We can, destroy you.
Yeah, they really can't do that much to a Beals. I kind of am now realizing.
Yeah, they cause Mojo Beals. You have to do that.
They either Mojo Beals or they don't. There's no other out, I don't think, because Dark Destroyer is obviously not an out. Full Force doesn't get rid of it if they're playing that build.
You'd have to use 2 Slip Riders and make an Infinity.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you have an Infinity on the field.
Well, yeah, because if you're because
then I'd have the trap. I'd have disruption.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why it's pretty darn close to auto win. It's not quite, but it's a pretty good matchup. And it was kind of funny because when we went to top 4, normally we just split the packs, but Billy, was that his name? Was trying to play it out. He's like, no, Magicians just they suck. Cosmo just once we activate Full Force Virus, boom, that's game. And it's like you can't search that trap. You can't open it plus your ship plus somebody to tag out into. Every time it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
John, what do you think the best side deck cards are going to be this format?
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, if we're going off of like some of the best decks, Magicians are going to be, like I said, in my opinion, the best deck for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Anti-Spell is going to be in people's sides after the UDS, I think. Cosmic Cyclones if they're not already main decked.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think that in a lot more side decks, we're going to see Droll and Lockbird because a lot of decks right now are searching.
Definitely.
I could see the spicy tech of deck lockdown.
What about the spicy deck lockdown?
No, because think about that. Think about that for a second. What do spirals do under deck lockdown? Can't search, can't special from deck. No machine dupe quick fix. What do they do?
They summon Super Agent and then they pop it.
If they have Super Agent, because they ain't searching it.
That's true. That's actually not terrible against spirals.
Because I honestly might try it out once Spiral becomes a thing.
I could see Typhoon being an okay option too.
Typhoon? Why do you say Typhoon?
Because it's the one. It's basically like a hand trap MST, and so they activate their scales. They have their Star Pendulum Graph. They like activate Wavering Eyes or something. You chain, pop either the Pendulum Graph or the scale, so they don't get their surge.
Yeah.
So that's my spicy side tech pick.
I obviously think Cherries is gonna become like one of the staple hand traps of this format.
Gonna be a staple with double helix.
Yeah, it really is. Because like if you Cherries their double helix, do they even play? Because like, can they do anything under that?
They can kind of still like just spam the board, but like they can't get as optimal as whatever.
Yeah, obviously it's not going to be optimal, but I don't think they can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't play Spiral, but I think they can still set decent. They can still at least get the sleeper plus Last Stand plus whatever nonsense.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see how that goes.
We'll see.
I really think Lancia is going to be a great card.
That's actually the next card I was going to bring up because like I said, I'm playing Minerva's Horn right now, and on the resolution of me resolving Grass for 25 cards, my opponent chained Lancia.
So that's no snow.
I was like, all right, no snows, no Mizukis until next turn. Like, my turn's over. Like, literally, yeah. I'm pretty sure I left armed into that grass.
It's like Max.
So, my turn was over.
And against Invoked, they activate Invocation. Lancia, they either have to have both materials in their hand, and if they don't, they have to show you their hand to confirm it. So you know what their hand is. They lost Invocation, and they're done. Their turn's over.
No Masterpiece Pop.
No Masterpiece Pop. You activate on standby phase of ABC, no summoning. Or
at least a lot of stuff banishes right now. ABC, Cosmos, Cosmos just don't play.
Well, Cosmo you have to activate in their standby phase, otherwise they won't tag out. But at least they can play on your turn, which is the one, No,
but you don't even have to do it during their turn. I'd use it on my turn.
Lancia? I thought Lancia.
Depending on what deck.
I thought you can only activate on their turn.
I don't know. Is it? Look it up.
I'm about to Google this. Maybe you've been playing wrong the whole time.
Well, I don't even know if I've ever actually used Lancia. Gonna be 100% honest with you.
I have
know some, but
yeah, because all the artifacts activate on the opponent's turn. Like they have to be summoned on them. But this one,
that one just says discard. Or
yeah, this is the one artifact I think that's a hand trap. During your opponent's turn. Oh, you tribute from your hand. I never knew that. I thought you said you discard. You tribute from your hand.
That's interesting.
So.
Yeah, so I was wrong. But anyway.
John, so as you know, we do our viewer question of the week. We actually did get a viewer question this week, not from somebody made up. So my longtime good friend that I met on the internet that I've only had like 2 encounters with, so not really, asked a question. They said, will Paleos be tier 1? And I had this conversation with you earlier today. I'm not lying. Somebody actually asked this question. I was like, this is so relevant.
Somebody on
like a Yugioh Discord.
Oh, okay.
They asked that question.
Okay.
What do you think, John?
Will Paleo be meta? My short answer is sort of.
Why?
Because this is going to be a dice roll format, with Spiral being like hella turn 1 boards and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely going to be a dice roll format, and Paleos I mean, they're not exactly known for their ability to break boards.
They are the king of disruption, though.
They are the king of disruption, and that's why I believe that if Paleo goes first, they have a lot of potential to beat a Spiral player.
Mm-hmm.
But that's if they go first. If they're rolling ones, if they're rolling threes, they are not. I don't think they're beating a Spiral player because
really
they're going to go
like a
first. Spiral player is
format.
going to go first, set up their board. Paleo's going to scoop. They're going to go first. They're going to disrupt the Spiral player. If that Spiral player does not win game 2 and they go to game 3, he's going to go first game 3, and then he's going to scoop him again, and then that'll be the match.
And then that's game.
So, I really think that Paleo is a good deck right now. It's a lot better than it's been in previous formats. Because of True Draco being nerfed a little bit, and their only
True Draco
problem
was what killed it. They could play in Zoo format.
Oh yeah, of course they could play in Zoo format,
that's
but
the
like
thing,
this past format they haven't been able to.
With True Draco, yeah. In Zoo format, Zoo was really good at stopping you from playing. Okay, so they stop you for a turn, they set up their stuff, they win just through sheer like outnumbering you, out advantaging you, and they have the Dreadnought pop, which actually matters.
Yeah.
But
Well, the problem with Paleo was that like the only reason they would lose to Zoo is like Paleo had a really good grind game, but only if they had the right traps. Because like if they're opening up like 3 Mirror Forces, then they're gonna hit Zoo for a turn, or like a couple of turns. But if they don't have like their Reckless Greeds and their like Morellas and stuff, if they don't have those, or their like Book of Moons and their normal traps to chain from grave and whatnot, like they're not gonna create a lot of advantage, and they're depending on just drawing like some good cards.
yeah, but like that's the thing though. Like, if Zoo takes away 3 turns from you, if you're Paleo, you can take away 3 of their turns. If you stop a deck for 3 turns, any other deck, they can't even set up, and Zoo just auto-wins. That's why they had a great Zoo matchup.
Yeah.
But, like...
Well, they definitely had a really good Zoo matchup. But
with, like, this next format, Spiral, like, they don't stop you from playing. They just break your board. They just, like, stop you from setting up.
They really do. Yeah. It's kind of different. Like, it's an interesting turn 1 board because there's disruption, but there's no negation.
Yeah, like
it's just like, so if you can play around that disruption, like that's the thing that'll be like somewhat better about playing against Spiral than other decks, is that there's not negation. It's just like disruption. So if you can get the board wipe, if you can get,
that's the thing is
the
that
Kaiju.
Even for a sleeper, though, you have to Kaiju the sleeper because otherwise he's untargetable and indestructible.
What does sleeper do again?
Sleeper
I know you just
targets a Spiral card and targets 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy all 3 of them. But if he's equipped with the level 4 equipped monster, you just targets himself because he's indestructible, though, and targets 2 of your stuff. He destroys everything, but he can't be destroyed. And then they almost always have the field spell up, and that makes him untargetable.
Wait, what level 4 does he equip to?
Last Stand. Spiral Last Stand. It's like one of the newer ones, like in their last set. Like with Utility Wire. Do you even know what spirals do?
No. I know what like Super Agent does, and I know what Quick Fix does.
So Last Stand, it's like a level 4 monster, but you can equip it to your dudes. I'm trying to find like the exact one for you here. I don't really know his effect. Spiral Last. Oh no, it's Spiral Fully Armed. Why do I keep saying Last Stand?
I thought it was.
Nope.
Is it Last Resort?
Nope. It is Last Resort. All right. I guess I don't know my cards either. You can target him, equip it from the hand to the him. Equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target with card effects. Oh, so never mind. That alone makes it. So that's tough because you have to get their field spell.
Dude, that's insane.
You have to pop the field spell first, and then you have to pop the Last Resort, then you can target and destroy Sleeper. So you need 2 MSTs and then another out Sleeper.
Dude, damn. That's actually pretty insane.
It can be destroyed by battle, though. Yes. So if you can get over 2,800, I think.
Well, no, because with Last Resort it can't.
No, Last Resort.
I don't think it can.
If you no Last Resort, you literally just read that.
I don't think it can.
Oh, by battle card. No,
well,
never
this
mind.
card is equipped.
Yep, you're right. You're right. You got it. You got it right.
Bam! I didn't ever think that I'd be good at reading.
So that's just like that's almost auto win.
Damn, that's actually really hard to get over because no target, no destruction, no destroying by battle. You literally have to Kaiju or non-target banish this thing.
Exactly. That's
Dude,
ridiculous.
2 Raikos are going in my Minerva Sworn deck.
You're gonna main
2
all
of
3
my
of them.
Twilight Sworn Raikos. You heard it here. 2 of those being main deck during Spiral format.
Yeah, and they
just
destroy
outsleep
it, and yeah, it's gonna strike fear in every
dude,
Spiral player.
it's on summon, dude. They're not negating it.
What did you think about the rumor about the Odd Eyes card? Oh, I was trying to tell you this earlier.
Okay, remind me what the rumor was.
So the rumor was it was an Odd Eyes scale, and the scale effect was pay 1,000 life points. This turn, however many main monster zones you want to target, you turn those into extra monster zones for the number of face-up magician cards in your extra deck.
See, that's stupid.
Yeah, that would have been stupid. I would have loved if that happened, but that wasn't the case.
So that was fake.
Yes, that was confirmed fake.
Thank God.
The real effect is... Oh, man, I don't even have any of these ready.
Unprepared.
Yeah, I guess I am.
It's okay. We're spontaneous, ladies and gentlemen.
It's really hard to talk and Google at the same time.
Talk and Google. All right, well, I'll talk then. So that would be stupid. I really don't think that kind of card effect should ever be in the game because Konami doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to pendulum support. They know what they're doing, but they know what they're doing way too well because they have some stupid-ass support right now, let me tell you.
It's beautiful support, but
it's
I have
some
the effect
stupid-ass
here.
Support.
It's a level 7, 2,700 attack, so at least it's a nice beater. Scale 8, which is bad because you have too many high scales in Magicians. If an Odd Eyes card you control...
Is the only low scale you're playing right now is like Oath and Purple Poison?
Oath, Purple Poison, and Astrograph.
Astrograph, yeah. But you never put Astrograph
You never put Astrograph there. So, yeah, that's literally it. That's why I'm saying there's way too many high scales. But if an Odd Eyes card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Odd Eyes monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. That's it. It's a scale effect that lets you float.
Okay.
And it's once per turn.
Well, what do you think about it, Brent? You know the...
I think it's bad because it makes you use Odd Eyes Magicians, and Odd Eyes Magicians are not good.
They really aren't.
Because they were okay. They weren't as optimal. Are you going
to go back to playing Sky Iris with some...
I really wish I could.
Odd Eyes
that
Unicorn.
Card. The Odd Eyes Unicorn. But the thing is, with Iris, you could pop your card, search, grab scales, do your crap, and then special summon them back. But with the one extra monster zone, you can't do that. That's why I think Wavering Eyes isn't as good as it used to be.
Yeah. I mean, Wavering Eyes is still fucking good, though.
It was a beautiful thing, but... John, what do you think is better? Blue Eyes or Dark Magician?
Ooh.
I've heard this argument before. Because someone on Reddit, just stated it earlier, and it bugged the heck out of me, because they had the new Dark Magician Dragon Knight card, which is really good, but...
It's a good card, but they're never actually going to find good dragons that have synergy with Dark Magician.
Well, no, you just activate Eye of Timaeus. Eye of Timaeus on the Dark Magician. You send the Dark Magician, and it just summons it. You only need one material.
Oh, so it just sends the Dark Magician and summons that guy?
Yeah.
Well, then.
It's just Timaeus is unsearchable.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, but at the same time, if they draw it, they always have a Dark Magician.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that could be good. We'll have to see.
They fixed it at least. Its name is treated as Dark Magician in the Grave. So after you bring it out, you just keep bringing it back with the Eternal Soul.
I'm going to make Dark Magician Fusion Turbo.
Well, Fusion Turbo? You're going to run Left Arm Offering?
I'm going to build it, dude. Yep. I'm going to play. Yeah, dude, it's searchable. What are you talking about?
Left Arm Offering.
Any spell card is searchable. Left arm.
I heard somebody mention Alchemic Magician. It's like the 3 level 4s. On your end phase, you detach a material, you discard a card, and set a spell card from the deck. And then your opponent just pops in. GG.
Happens.
I think another question I stole from Reddit.
Oh, wait. Yeah, well, I never actually answered your question.
Yeah.
So, I think that all in all, Blue Eyes is probably the stronger deck. Because 3K beaters and being able to play damn near every draw card in the game is insanely
every draw
powerful.
card. Have you played Dark Lords? I hated when you played that deck.
Dark Lords? Dude, I own
Dark Lords.
Dark Lords.
It was the worst because you would allure,
trade in. I play Into the Void.
And you play several. Was it Monster Reborn? Monster Reborn that.
Yeah, dude. Well, it has an archetype specific Monster Reborn. I'm
hearing that Eye of Timaeus is searchable with Dark Magic Inheritance.
Is that what it says on there?
I don't know. But it's still what? You have the very few cards, and then you have to have spells in the graveyard to banish for it.
So, gotcha.
In my opinion, I don't think it's that good. But another question I saw on Reddit that I thought was really funny was someone said Jeff Jones said Ash Blossom is a great card because it's pretty much never dead. So he asked the question, if you could run as many Ash Blossoms in your deck as possible, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, how many would you run?
Ooh, that's a good question. Am I just talking about in my deck that I'm playing right now?
Yeah, in your deck, in any deck.
Well, I am playing 60-card Minerva Zombie Plants right now.
Uh-huh.
So my answer is going to be a little bit higher just because of consistency reasons.
So 10 Ash Blossoms?
No, I'd play 6.
Only 6?
I mean, only 6.
Only 6, but like,
Dude, I need combo cards.
that's like having 2 different. I mean, I guess
I need combo cards.
I'd want to start with 1 in like every hand. Because if you have 6,
That's 1 in 10. That's not that far off.
No, that's a little over 50% though, for it in your hand. I mean, I guess that's not too terrible.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I could see it being a little bit higher, but at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice cards that I need to put in there. Like, I can't even see myself giving up more than 6 spots to just Ash Blossoms.
To just Ash Blossoms.
I mean,
like you could run multiple. John, do you know what happens? So this is why I think the UDS is kind of a weird like result to look at, because all the regionals, you see the decks at top. Like if you're gonna top, you're probably gonna play a regional, which means that regionals any deck can top. That's why you have all these random decks. But the UDS, to get into the UDS, you need 100 UDS points, which are from like winning all these regionals and stuff like that, to even get into the UDS. After that, it's just those are literally all the top players. So you don't have those people around here playing regionals this week. Do you think that the UDS skewed any results?
For regionals?
Yeah, or for just the meta in general. Do you think UDS results are not what they should be?
That's an interesting question, actually.
Because it's literally the best players.
I guess maybe, but like even the best players can do worse than players that aren't necessarily better than them. I don't think it skewed any results, because like the best players are spread out. So like if you take like 1 to 2 players out of each regional,
yeah,
you know, like that's not gonna skew the results that bad, because like
true.
they could brick 2 matches in a row and then end up X2 and not top the regional.
Yeah,
or I mean they'd still top,
not top 8.
Yeah, you know. Like I don't really think that it skewed it. Like I wouldn't go as far as to say that, but
do you think the UDS results are slightly different than what it would be, just because there's so many like good players playing?
Maybe, like, because some of the best players might go X3 instantly just because they're playing against some of the other best players. But you could say the same thing for like nationals. But I
always thought that's like so interesting, because do you know what happens if you win at UDS? You get like the UDS belt. So you know what it does?
Yeah, it's like you get like free entry into events for life.
Is it for life?
Yeah, it's for life. I'm not even
for the rest
kidding.
Of the season.
No, it's a lifetime supply of
free
regionals and YCSs and whatnot. Now you don't get like entry packs or anything when you go, but who the fuck cares?
you get a 2-round.
Who the fuck cares?
A 2-round buy at a YCS.
Yeah,
like that's dumb. Like you're just starting off XO just for the fun of it for free.
That's so stupid. Oh my god.
If links weren't a thing, do you think the format would have different good decks like this format right now?
If links weren't a thing?
Yes.
But like are the link rules still a thing?
Yeah, like the link rules are not the same. It's
I
previous.
think magicians would be
They'd be
like
tier
10
0.
times more insane.
Because that's like the only thing holding them back is links.
Literally the only thing holding that deck back is links. Because think about it, they have 3 Wavering Eyes now.
Oh, and then you can summon all those back without the link rule.
Exactly. Yeah. No. That I'd like to just. And Denglong got banned, so I can't even play Metalfoe Yang Sings. That's bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
We're gonna bring this up every single week,
dude. Sorry,
John. Since you've mentioned
hurts.
Danglong, I have to put it like on the thumbnail now.
Okay,
it's going on the thumbnail.
Put it on the thumbnail. Put Rip next to it too.
Rip Danglong. He got
Rip Danglong 2017.
He got dragged
Konami
in the sewer by
suck a fat
Pennywise.
Dick.
Have you seen It, the new It movie?
I don't like horror movies.
Really?
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's weird for me because like I hate like when things pop out at you, like because I'm just like a jumpy person in general.
That's just a jump scare.
Yeah, no, but I don't like jump scares. I really hate jump scares. But I don't mind like creepy things. Like
that's how It kind of is.
Is it? I don't know.
It's also
I also
really
don't
funny.
get excited by horror movies because like I don't know, horror movies like. Almost every horror movie is the same to me.
Really?
Yeah, because like think about ones that are like from a demon standpoint, like
from like, a demon standpoint. Like what do you mean?
Yeah, well, like possessive demons.
Okay.
Like just like spirits and whatnot, like some crazy
like you need to
backwoods
really clarify.
shit.
I don't like what possessive demons like. They get really jealous of their significant
no,
other.
I can't think of like an example because I don't know the names, but. Like some real backwoods shit, you know, like when someone has a house like out in the distance, like I'm talking like 50 miles from civilization.
Okay.
And then they like, so it's like a mom and a dad and like 2 kids. One of them's young and one of them's like 8, 9. And then Or screw it, they're like 13. And then
Is this like the plot of a horror movie?
sure.
And
So I'm thinking for a second. So like they start out this movie, they're happily living alone in the woods because that's just how they roll.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know them. And then like some weird shit starts happening. Like the swing is swinging without anybody on it, whatnot. And then they like they start finding some crazy shit, like a dead person or something. And then like before you know it, like other shit's happening. Like the lights are fucking up and whatnot. And then you like start to get more into the plot. The little girl dies, and then like all this other shit happens. The husband dies, and then like they make it out in the end. But like I just feel like everyone is the same. Like it just doesn't. It doesn't feel like a new movie.
so
It
they
just
have like
feels
all
like
the
a
same
redone
characters
movie.
of people like, there's something
Yeah, like
chasing
there's
after
always
me.
the little girl that's like trying to get killed, and the mother who will like give her left tit to save her. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the horror movie. Like I don't look at them as good movies.
It's actually like a really good movie. They set like a bunch of records, but like
I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I don't think
it was
anyone's
R-rated
wrong.
too.
So are all of them.
No, they're not. They're like PG-13.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's
So
how
many
you
of
know
them
you
are.
don't watch horror movies.
So many of them are.
No, they're not.
So
They
many
rip
of
a
them
kid's
are.
arm off in the movie. He's crawling around. I guess that's also gory, but no. So it is like it's a creepy movie, but it's about these little kids, right?
Okay.
And they're chasing like there's a clown that's like haunting them, and he like intentionally scares them because he has
Is
to
that
scare
like
them.
that? What's his name? Like Pennywise?
Yeah, Pennywise.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And so like it's also funny though because they have like so many funny parts. Like
You're definitely the only one that thinks it's funny.
No. There's like actually
You
comedy
creepy
in
fuck.
there. There's like a part where they're like the town they live in is called Derry.
Is the neighboring town Queen?
No, Derry. No, there's it's this place called Derry, and at some point in the movie, they're talking about like the history of the town because they're like, man, like all this stuff happened back then. They're like, yeah, back in the day, Derry used to be like a beaver trapping camp, and one of the kids is like, still is. Am I right?
Wait, back the fuck up. Wait, so they named this town Derry. Why? Because like the first bottle of milk was produced there or something?
It's Derry. It was named after some
D-
place in Ireland.
Wait, DERRY?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so it's Derry. Yeah.
Derry.
It's
It's the
Jerry.
same
But-
word.
So like Jerry, but with a D.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And so like they have like little quips like that.
All right. So they're in Derry, and then wait. So what? It was a beaver trap.
It was a beaver trapping camp, and one of the characters was like, still is. Am
Wait,
I right?
Beaver trapping camp?
Yes.
Define that.
Like they trap beavers.
For what reason?
I don't know. What do you do with a beaver? You skin them? They make like those hats out of them?
That's a raccoon hat, you dumbass.
Well, they made beaver skin hats back in the day. They couldn't afford the raccoons.
That's retarded.
But no, so in the movie, like he kind of picks on your fears.
Like beaver skin coats?
Yes, beaver
Like-
skin coats.
Beaver.
I feel like
oh
you're
my
too
God.
caught up on the beavers.
I am.
That's all you
because,
have
like-
on your mind.
No, but was it supposed to be like a weird thing, or was
No,
there like
that-
an actual reason for them trapping beavers?
No, they were just saying that's how the town started out. They were just explaining.
I just don't understand how
It
that
has
starts
nothing
a
to
town.
do with the plot. You're focusing on the wrong thing.
Well, you can't just throw something like that at me like they're trapping beavers
But
and shit
no.
and expect me to just be like, oh yeah, they're trapping beavers, okay.
Because that's part of the joke. Is the beaver
This
trap.
whole movie's a joke now, okay.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. The whole movie is a joke.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so beavers aside.
Beaver aside, so in the movie, Pennywise like kind of picks on your fears, but in the beginning of it, he starts off with oh man, he gets this little kid to jump into the sewer, so he rips his arm off. He's like, oh, I got your boat. Here's your boat. Hey, you want your boat really bad? Here, come have it. Like, what would get you to jump in the sewer, John? I got a place
And
of
there's
Ash
a clown
Blossoms.
down there?
Yeah,
I'm not jumping in the sewer if there's a clown down there.
not even for a place of Ash
I
Blossoms.
hate clowns.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the one person who does.
Dude, me and Penrod both.
What did you do during like the clown killing spree last year or whatever?
I sat in my dorm quietly
You sat in your
with
dorm?
a bat. No, I didn't actually have a bat, but no, if a clown walked in my dorm, they'd get their ass handed
You're
to
actually
them.
afraid of clowns?
I'm not afraid of clowns. I hate clowns.
Why? Like what? Did one
They're
molest you?
creepy as fuck. There's no good reason that clowns exist.
They make kids happy.
Well, no.
What?
I
Like,
disagree with you.
what do you do when you go to like you drive by a kid's birthday party? Like you just stop and you're like, oh, I gotta take care of this clown real quick, or
all right, I don't like see a clown and get aggressive. But if a clown, one, I just don't agree with the fact that clowns are things, and then two,
You don't agree with their lifestyle.
no, I don't agree with their lifestyle. I don't agree with their like life choices to become clowns.
Their feet are too big. Their cars
Their
are too
feet are-
small.
They're so unproportional. But, so I just don't agree with the fact that they're things. Like, what is their purpose in life?
Their purpose, I told you, to make kids happy.
So they're pedophiles.
If making kids
They're
happy
little
makes you a
pedophiles.
pedophile. I'm pretty sure
No,
you're a
because the
pedophile
pedophiles
too.
try to make kids happy so that they can have sex with them.
No,
Yes.
the clowns just want to eat them and it. That's all it
They
wants to do.
eat kids?
Yeah, they eat kids.
All right, that's further reasoning for why
Yes, 'cause
clowns shouldn't
If they
deserve to
eat
exist.
kids, they're technically swallowing their penis.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because it's a pedophile. You said it was a pedophile.
That's a completely different thing.
What's different? If you put a kid's penis in
Eating
your
a
mouth,
child versus raping a child.
what's the difference?
What's the difference? You wanted me to explain the difference
All right,
between
never
eating
mind.
and...
Never mind.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be put
Brett.
on a list.
Oh my
Let's
God.
move on. Oh,
Okay, so anyway,
dude, my coworker has spoiled it for me. Like, cause I watched the movie, but
well, okay, so go on about why this movie is a joke. Like, so this
I just
this
told you it was a
clown,
joke just because they have like lots of jokes in it. Have you not seen any of the memes for it?
I saw the one where there's like he has a person's arm and he like waves at somebody. with
Oh
it.
yeah,
yeah,
that was kind of funny
There
too.
was a meme about that one that actually.
No, there's
made me
one where
laugh.
like he dances now. Have you not seen this?
Dude, I'm not huge into the meme community. That's
You're huge in the
Bryce's
YouTube
job.
community though.
I mean, the Yugioh YouTube community.
Yes. No, it's. I literally just can't describe to John. We're gonna like once this podcast is over, we're just going straight to the movie theater. I'm gonna make you watch it. I'll buy you some popcorn,
Dude,
sit you down.
I'm not watching it.
You're crazy. So
It's a waste of 2.5 hours of my life.
I can't even like explain this movie to you then.
Okay. You
Spoiled
can
it
try
for
your
me.
best.
No, I'm not gonna try. I'm done with you.
Oh wow.
We don't need to be on this.
All right,
for
end of the
12
podcast
hours.
now.
And we lasted a good 2 episodes. It was a good run.
Yeah, it was a good run. Episode and a half before me and Brent killed each other.
I enjoyed my time serving you.
Enjoyed my time serving you.
Only sometimes though.
Only sometimes.
Don't you hate it when people spoil things for you?
I do. Yes, I do.
What like have you ever got anything major spoiled for you? Though?
Okay, funny story about spoilers. So like, this is kind of an anti-spoiler story.
Okay.
So I was watching The Walking Dead, right?
Uh-huh.
I was really into The Walking Dead, but it was after like the 6th season was done and over with, and everyone was waiting on season 7.
Yeah.
So so I was binge watching it because my girlfriend told me about it. She's like, "Oh my god, you gotta watch this show!" And I was like, "Okay, I'll watch the first episode." Loved it, and then I just watched it from there on out.
Yeah.
So I start watching it, and I'm in the middle of like season, I want to say like 3. It was whenever they were like still at the farm. Spoilers.
Oh yeah.
When they were
Spoilers.
Still,
You
when
say
they were
spoiler
yeah,
after it.
Spoilers. So
Forget what I just told you.
forget what I just told
Just
you.
Men in Black
so,
them.
So it's whenever they were still at like the ranch, like Herschel's ranch or whatever.
Yeah.
It's when both what's his name, Dale, the older guy.
Dale. Yeah.
Yeah. Dale and Daryl. I said that they were like my 2 favorite characters, like 2 of my favorite characters. And because Daryl's just a badass, and then I don't really remember why I like
Pretty sure
Dale.
everybody loves Daryl.
Yeah, everyone loves Daryl. But he's probably the fan favorite. But then I liked Dale too. I liked him as a character. And my friend told me, he's just like, if you're going to let me tell you one thing that happens in this show, let me tell you this. I was like, okay, not really knowing what to expect. He goes, now he's fucking with me, obviously, but I didn't know this because I hadn't seen the show. I didn't know what was going to happen. He tells me, he's like, dude, Dale and Daryl fuck. He goes, Dale and Daryl have sex on the top of the RV.
You just
I
would.
shit you not.
You just believe it the whole time.
I'm like, I looked
When
at
did
him.
he tell you this? Season 1?
I was in like season 2 or 3.
Oh, okay, so you
It was
were
when they were at
right
the ranch.
around that time.
It was at
yeah.
the ranch, and Dale was still alive.
Yeah.
And because he died then, I'm pretty sure, like when they were at the ranch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he tells me that they have sex on top of the RV. And And so the whole time I'm watching this show, I'm waiting for this to happen. I'm saying like, oh my God, when are they gonna? I'm like, okay, just get it over with. Just get it over with.
You're looking
My
at the
two
wrong
favorite
thing.
characters were about to have gay sex on top of an RV during a zombie
I could just
apocalypse.
imagine you you're watching oh yeah, he's clearly flirting with him right here.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
misinterpreting.
So every time they interacted, my heart skipped a beat. So he goes, and then eventually Dale dies, and that's when I knew that this kid was fucking with me. So I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. So I called him, and then he just goes, yeah, dude, what's up? I'm with family. What do you need? I was just like, Dale and Daryl don't fuck. He just starts laughing. He's just like, dude, I'm at a family dinner. Can you please call me back? I'm just like, no, this has to happen now.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious,
Dude. So that's my anti.
Is that the new rumor that we're starting? Are we doing one of these a podcast?
Dale and Daryl fuck? Yeah. So for anybody who hasn't seen the show, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Dale and Daryl do indeed fuck.
So for those of you that skipped ahead,
RV.
that's the important part of this podcast.
Yep.
We just put little timestamps to these random parts.
Timestamps. Yep. Yep. So come right here, Dale and Daryl fuck.
That's a lot better than my story. So I'm watching Supernatural. I'm at season 6. Spoiler alert. And this person, my coworker, every single time, because she loves Supernatural, I guess, and we're talking about, I'm like, every single sentence I start off with is, hey, by the way, I'm on season 6, so don't spoil anything. Hey, I'm on season 6, don't spoil anything. Hey, don't spoil. And I tell her about 12 different times, and I figure she gets it. And 10 minutes later, she's like, oh, do you remember season 13 whenever this character dies? He got stabbed. I think he's dead. I don't know if he's coming back. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just told you.
Did I not just say what season I was on and to not spoil anything?
I legitimately got mad too.
Maybe she thought you watched them in reverse order.
No, yeah, we're going backwards. Going to season 1. Because I said, this is what I said to her
so
afterwards.
I shouldn't tell you about season 1, right?
I was mad because I said, okay, do you remember what I told you? I was like, she's like, yeah. I'm like, I told you, do not spoil this for me. She's like, yeah. I was like, what did you just do? She's like,
I am so sorry.
I was actually mad at her. This was at Little Caesars. I was gonna just have her go clean dishes or something. I don't know. I just didn't want to be around her. That was about it. That's what ruined my week, John. That's
Damn spoilers.
She really peed in my cornflakes right there.
Pissed in your frosted flakes.
What's the most expensive food you've ever had?
The most expensive food I've ever had?
Have you ever had caviar or anything like that?
I've never had caviar, but I have had. What have I had? I mean, I've had expensive steaks before, and I've had lobster and crab.
Are those expensive? I guess yeah. Seafood kind of is because can
Well,
you not store seafood?
It's not so much that.
Because I always see these places, they'll say, "Oh, we have the freshest food. This was caught yesterday. We've had it flown out to us, so it's super duper fresh."
Well, I live on the West Coast, so seafood's obviously a very
yeah.
big thing, and I went to restaurants with my dad's work before, and they go to these crazy ass restaurants,
like fish they caught that day or what?
Yeah, and I've gotten some lobster as well as crab, and Jesus, lobster and crab. If you get some Alaskan king crab legs, shit, that's expensive, and so lobster's just an expensive thing to get in general, but yeah, that's expensive stuff. I can't really recall anything else I've had that's more expensive than that.
I've always wanted to try have you heard about those pizza places where it's $1,000 pizza or whatever?
What?
They
I have not
legitimately
heard of that.
have $1,000 pizza places for the super duper rich. I mean, I think a good portion of that, $500 of that, is because of the caviar they throw on it. But I don't know, they have this super duper special sauce.
Super ooper super.
Yeah, they have flown in from Italy because I guess if something's expensive, it has to be flown in. And they have, I don't even know what, premium cheese, kind of the same thing. They make a living on these just $1,000 pizzas. What would even cost $1,000 on a pizza? I can't even think of anything. It's just cheese and dough and sauce.
Well, cheese, dough, sauce, toppings.
What, you're gonna butcher the cow in front of me and slap that on there for the toppings?
They bring in a cow and take a shotgun to its head right in front of you, and it sprays all over your pizza.
Dude, exactly. That's the toppings,
That'd
the
be
sauce.
Fucked up.
That's the red sauce for you.
That's the red sauce for you.
Don't ask them what the white sauce is.
Oh my god. It's the fur.
The fur.
The skin of the cow.
I was thinking something else.
Yeah,
Much cleaner mind than I do.
It could be, but you just got to get your mind out of the gutter, Brent.
It's where it belongs. We had people that wanted to be guests on here. They didn't realize the first episode was so magical. Like this, they're all just gonna go downhill. Like we can't top that.
Yeah, I mean, the first episode, you guys gave us amazing support.
And we freestyled that. Like I feel.
Oh, we freestyled the crap out of that.
It was so good. Like I mean, it had like a couple issues, but.
Oh yeah, there's always going to be issues in your first one, but we got advice from some of your favorite YouTubers, like Yugioh specifically. We got Simo, we got House of Champs, we got who else do we get?
We didn't get Team Samurai X. He messaged me back. He's like, "Oh, check it out, man." He never messaged me back. This was yesterday.
Yeah, neither did Slim. Slim, but like Slim's busy as fuck though.
Dude, you say that every time.
He's busy as fuck.
What does he do?
He has a job.
Like so, it was everybody else. What's his job?
He works at an airport.
Okay. Who's he married to? What's his social security number? What else do you know about him?
He's not married. I don't have his social security on
you
on file.
It's at home right now.
Yeah,
I forgot it
in my filing cabinet. It's safe, Slim.
You like know everything about this kid. Like when he comes
he's
on,
my favorite YouTuber.
When he comes on, I'm
if
like,
he comes on
ask
this
him
podcast,
questions.
I will nut on the screen.
I will ask him questions like, yeah, I already knew that. No, I could have told you that.
No, I actually have questions.
You're
I
gonna
want
like
to ask
start
him.
like,
dude, you don't think I'm
me?
already thinking about this? I'm a huge fan, and I already have questions I want to ask him.
What do you want to ask him? What's your most important question?
Dude, you think I'd waste that on you right now?
Dude, but like if he gets out there, he's gonna be like, oh man, he's my biggest fan. Maybe I will come on.
Dude, I'm not wasting the questions on you. They got to be spontaneous.
And who else would you like to see though? I'd really like to get.
Oh, I'd love to get some YouTubers on here.
Team Samurai X. I thought he'd be pretty cool. I mean, he probably is pretty cool, but.
Oh, he's very cool. I met him at Nats.
I'm just mad that he didn't message me back.
I'm in his vlog.
You're in his vlog. Oh,
yeah,
I
dude.
saw you in that.
It was sweet. Yeah, dude, that was pretty awesome. But yeah, we'd love to get some of these bigger YouTubers on.
Oh yeah, no,
on this podcast.
The people who want to come on are like Redditors. We have the Yugioh and Chill guy. Actually, he said he wants to hop on.
He does.
The original Yugioh and Chill person. That was the guy that we were going to. We were going to name our podcast Yugioh and Chill. I looked it up to make sure that nobody else took it. And somebody else took it, but.
Didn't you say he's like retired from that shit though?
Yeah, he had a hiatus, and he said he posted a podcast saying, "I'm going on a hiatus, for another 2 or 3 months. I don't know what's gonna happen with the podcast, but he posted 2 or 3 months ago. He just said he didn't know how long he was gonna be gone. So
it's kind of stupid.
He still posts stuff. Like he does his like 5-pack Friday, which is kind of cool.
5-pack Friday.
Heck yeah! Just take my my winning packs from Thursdays and open that Friday for our 5-pack Friday.
Dude, the smaller Yu-Gi-Oh Team Enforcers does that sometimes.
Yu-Gi-Oh Team Enforcers is the greatest YouTube
Team
channel.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Team Yu-Gi-Oh Enforcers? No, it's Yu-Gi-Oh.
No,
Team
it's
Enforcers.
Yu-Gi-Oh Team Enforcers.
Yeah, because it sounds awkward.
Yeah.
Like not Team Yu-Gi-Oh Enforcers, Yu-Gi-Oh Team.
I don't know. It's just an awkward name in general.
But it's this great YouTuber. You guys need to check him out. He has some good quality stuff. It will make
Link
you laugh.
not in the description.
It will make you laugh.
It will. It will make you laugh.
John, you've collabed, air quotes, like
collabed. Yeah, I'm in a couple of his videos. I'm not gonna lie, because like, yeah, we go to the same locals. So I've been in a few of his videos before, but yeah, you should go check him out. It's worth the 5 minutes.
The other person that wanted to be on the podcast was like one of the moderators of r/Yu-Gi-Oh. Same person actually who asked the question earlier about the paleo being tier 1. They're just really good at the lore stuff. Like they knew all this random stuff, and I just like. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, I guess you haven't because we discussed this literally last week. But like some of that stuff is really interesting because they have like the Gem Knights did this, and because if you look at all the Duelist Alliance, that's the big one that I kind of know. There was like the virus that kind of went around, so like the Shadows corrupted everybody. And
Dude, all I know is that Winda is a Pulau.
Winda is a Pulau. Or
like the tamer also, riding a cursed Pulau.
That's also the cursed Winda. And then
Dragon is like a Decatron, isn't it?
No, Dragon,
it looks like a Decatron.
Dragon is a Swanee.
It is?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Huh.
You didn't know? That's like your deck.
Happens, dude. Yeah, I don't play Shadows.
And Falco's a Gusto Falco. And if you look at all the Infernoids, I think the Infernoids, like, they have the different colors on them represent some other stuff.
I don't know. Justin would know.
See, we need to get Super Polly. Well, I guess that's the name of the person. Her name's Super Polly. We need to get her on the podcast to tell us all the lore.
Super Polly?
The moderator who wanted to join.
Oh, well, we'll have to get her on there.
Because she knows all about the lore. And that's just... every time I look up stuff and read it, it looks so interesting. But I cannot, like, for the life of me tell it to anybody. It's like trying to describe the Call of Duty zombie storyline to somebody. It's just not happening. Do you know the zombie storyline? Any part of it?
Nope.
I'm not gonna tell it because it's whatever. But the gist of it is, it's like two different universes. These guys go around killing stuff, and then they kill each other, and then they go back in time. They blow up the moon. They do whatever. It's the most random, like, half-assed, like, lore theory.
Dude, it doesn't
whatever.
need to be a crazy ass story. They just need to be able to kill zombies, and people will play it.
Well, the whole thing it was created for was the players created it. They're like, oh, did you guys hear that? The zombies, like, the grunts they sound, it sounds like they're saying the name Sam. And Treyarch was like, all right, whatever. There's somebody named Sam. That's literally what happened.
We have a Sam. We just made one up.
And like the next one, they threw the name Sam somewhere. Like the players like, oh, I guess we were right. And they're like, oh, I feel like this probably happened. Oh, maybe Rick Toffin did this. And Treyarch's like, whatever, you guys are writing this for us. And like the next maps that came out were literally them taking the players' ideas and thoughts and theories and making it like official canon.
Dude, what do you think of the new Call of Duty coming out?
The new Call of Duty, I am so... because like the last World War Call
You
of
don't
Duty
think it
game,
looks good?
I think it looks good, but I don't know how I feel about the zombies yet. There really hasn't been any like
Dude, but that's because all you do is fucking zombies.
I don't care about multiplayer.
Dude, I'm not even talking about multiplayer. The campaign looks sweet. I'm a campaign guy.
I can't remember the last Call of Duty campaign I played, like Black Ops 1 or 2 or something. You really just played
Those
a campaign?
weren't even that great of
Yes,
campaigns.
they were.
No, they
You're
weren't.
telling me like when they revealed that Reznov wasn't actually real and you were hallucinating, that wasn't just like the most like blow your mind thing ever?
Oh my god. Okay, they weren't terrible campaigns, but they've had way better. The Modern Warfare series is
The
a
Modern
lot
Warfare
better.
was really good. I will give you that. Like when Ghost died,
All three of them. No, all three of them.
Yeah.
Like the Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. Those were the best campaigns.
3 wasn't as good as like 1 or 2 though.
I think it went 2, 1, 3.
Yeah, exactly.
3 had the best ending though.
3 had the best. What was the ending for that?
He smashed Makarov through the ceiling and hung him.
Oh, yeah. There's like
And then he smokes a cigar. Soap had to die in that campaign. I almost cried.
Soap died?
Yeah, dude. Soap
Oh,
McTavish.
Soap did die. No, you're
Yeah,
right.
remember? Blood Brother. That's the
Oh.
name of the mission. Never forget.
You already know it. Jeez, I like PTSD. I pushed that down. I completely forgot that Soap died. Because Ghost was the one that got me. Do you remember Ghost from like MW2?
I barely. Oh, yeah, Ghost. Yeah.
Because like
No, because I thought you were talking about like Call of Duty Ghost.
no, Ghost, the character. I like the freaking skull.
Yeah,
on
dude,
his mask.
he was sweet.
Yeah, now you remember.
Was no, I do remember him. I thought you were talking about like the. Do you remember the campaign from Ghost?
No, no one remembers the campaign
Yeah,
from Ghost.
that game was gay.
The only thing any people remember was that there was like a German Shepherd in it. That's it.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was like the most memorable thing about it. They had the extinction mode in that one. Did you play that?
No.
It was like Aliens. They're like, we're not going to be a copycat and do zombies. We're just going to do Aliens. And it was not good at all.
That's retarded.
Because I live for the third Call of Duty mode. Not campaign, not multiplayer zombies.
Yeah.
I'm literally like level
I'm
30
like, I
something.
think campaign is my favorite thing about games like that come out, which is weird. But I love a good story.
I think,
So I like that, and then I do like playing multiplayer for like a little while, and then when people get a lot better at me,
I'm just
then-
bad at multiplayer. I used to be good, but I'm not anymore. The best Call of Duty campaign I played was World at War, just because of the fact that you could like split screen it with your buddies.
that was good. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm looking forward to this game is because the last World War game that came out was that, and I thought that was a really good campaign.
It was.
And I think I'm really excited to see what they do with this one. I'm actually excited for this Call of Duty.
I'm excited for the zombies.
Well, because literally every one has just felt more and more far fetched. Like, what was the one Infinite Warfare?
Infinite Warfare, I've never played it, but I heard so many bad things about it.
That game was a mistake. That was a fucking.
Did you
mistake.
play the campaign of that?
It was retarded.
What was it?
That was the first Call of Duty in a long ass time that I did not finish the campaign. I didn't enjoy it that much.
That's why, like, everybody, like, Black Ops 3 had a bigger player base in their multiplayer and in their stuff
Dude,
than
I
Infinite
hated that
Warfare.
campaign so much. I felt like I was playing Star Wars.
Really?
I shit you
Did
not.
you, like, fly a ship around?
What do you think happens in Star Wars?
You fly ships around.
There you go.
They actually had a mission like that?
They have a shit ton of missions like that.
That's stupid. I don't want that. Did you have a jetpack?
You're like just in space the entire time. It feels gay as fuck.
That's dumb.
Like, it's cool in concept, but like it doesn't belong in Call of Duty. Like, how many wars do we have going on in space right now?
Right, we're all fighting for the
I get it.
international
It's
space
futuristic, but like Jesus Christ, like tone it down a little bit. Call of Duty, like you do like real life war stuff. Like that's what you're good at. Stick
that's
with
what
it.
made the Modern
You and
Warfare
Battlefield.
so good. Because Modern Warfare was the first Call of Duty game to actually have like Modern Warfare. Because before that, every game, Call of Duty and whatever in general, was this is Vietnam, this is World War II, this is Operation Desert Storm or whatever. But nobody had done like anything modern, and that's what I really liked about it. Like, do you remember the No Russian mission from MW2?
Dude, that mission was fucking crazy. Because I remember when I got that mission, my brother had already played through like half the campaign.
Yeah.
And he was telling my mom about it, like, or not like telling her about it, but like when she knew that I got it.
Yeah.
She was like, "Is this game like inappropriate?" He's like, "No." Well, there's one mission. And she's like, "What one mission?" He's like, "Well, there's one mission where you kind of just are, you have to like pretend to be on the Russian side to gain their trust, and you kind of just go into an airport with a heavy machine gun.
And you just slaughter all the innocents.
You just fucking mow people down." And then she's like, "That sounds awful." And he's just like, "I mean, there's an option to skip it," and she almost made me skip it, but I
She almost made you.
She almost did, and then I was like, "Mom, it's a video game."
She's
and she was like,
you.
"She was like, okay."
She's like, "John, are you at that part? Can we skip it yet?"
That's why I played it in my room.
That reminds me of whenever I was a kid. I loved the Resident Evil games, and Resident Evil 4 had just come out for like GameCube or whatever. I was like, "Mom, you gotta get Resident Evil 4 because it was so different than all the other ones. All the other ones were like puzzles and the fixed camera." But this one, it was like, oh, look, the camera moves everywhere. Like, you can, like, have a sniper. And you can actually, like, zoom in and, like, shoot the zombies' heads off and all this stuff. And you can do all this other stuff. I went to too much detail, I guess. And come Christmas time, I was really expecting it. She's like, "Yeah, we didn't get it for you because you told us about it. It was, like, way too gory." We're like, "No, well, we won't." So I learned not to tell them because
You fucked the job, Brent.
exactly. After that, like, I got San Andreas, but I just literally I gave $20 to my sister who was old enough at the time. I was like, "Hey,
San Andreas, isn't that a movie?
no, what?
Wait.
What? No, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas."
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't really play Grand Theft Auto, so I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
But
at the time,
isn't that a fucking movie, though?
Yeah.
Isn't it? It is, right?
Yeah, it's about,
I'm
like-
not just making that up, right?
It's about the San Andreas fault line, like some earthquake thing in California.
Yeah, right, and The Rock is in it.
Is he?
I think he is.
I thought it was just about, like, when it first came out, I thought it was about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Just like
Did you go see it and was thoroughly disappointed?
I was like, "Where's CJ? Where's all these other
Where's
characters?"
CJ? Where's Tyrone?
Yeah, you've never played the game.
Bro, I've played it at people's houses, but like, I don't play it right. Like, I just don't
Yeah.
play Grand Theft Auto
Here's
right.
the thing I don't understand: is the Warcraft movie that came out a few years ago? Is that World of Warcraft or is that just named Warcraft?
Oh, I know the movie you're talking about. I'm pretty sure that's World of Warcraft.
Is it actually? Did they make World of Warcraft a movie?
Sort of. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember there's like these big orc people in it. Like, there's a race in it that's like very World of Warcraft-ish. World of
But, like,
Warcraft-ish.
how do you make that a movie? Like, you just have some characters.
Bro,
like,
there's so much going on there.
all the deep lore
Dude,
in
there's
that game.
so much lore in that game.
And then, like, you look in the background, there's one character just constantly, like, slaughtering pigs, just grinding for XP.
Just grinding. He's like, "Yeah, don't mind me."
It's like
Just-
Skyrim.
Yeah, dude.
Like, when you just, like, make the iron daggers over and over and over.
Do you ever
keep your
seen the
smithing
South
up.
Park where they play World of Warcraft?
Yes.
That is so fucking funny. He's just like, well, to grind up killing boars in the woods, to gain as much experience as we'll need to beat, like, take down the guy that's like the best in the world at the game.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we'll have to play every minute of the day, every day for like 8 weeks, killing boars in the woods, and then we'll all teaming up together. We have a chance, and then they take on him, and they take him on, and they win.
And the developers, like, help them out.
Yeah, and they like give him like this like sacred sword or whatever the fuck.
John, actually, legitimately, another great idea I had from South Park is I want to do a series of videos where we play each other, but like in the cock magic episode, where you have the announcers like, he draws one card, he activates this, and he does, "Oh my god, he's dropped this!" Or, I think it'd be really funny to like actually record an actual duel.
So like record the duel and then voice
and
over.
then dub it over. Yeah,
That'd be pretty
I will
funny.
narrate the heck out of that.
Comment below if you want to see it, ladies and gents.
Yeah, comment below. Say what's up. Let us know what decks you want to see.
Yeah. Also, this last week on the channel, we put up our first deck profile of Lance.
Oh,
True
yeah.
Draco. Yeah, it was a pretty good success. You guys seem to like it. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out.
Yeah, because everyone thought True Draco was dead, and they just, I don't know. They
His
had
build's actually pretty good.
I haven't, like, I assume it's like normal True Draco plus Draith and...
It basically is.
And it plays the stun traps, because that's what makes True Draco good. Like, all the top True Draco decks, I think, were playing, like, things that basically stop your opponents, like the skill drains, the lose one turns, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely powerful cards for sure, and especially with, like, Spiral coming up.
Yeah, because if you can just play the
Quick
floodgates...
fix, skill drain.
GG. You play the floodgates, they can't really do much, and you can still do everything because you're still only normal summoning, which I think is the dumbest thing ever. But because everyone thought that deck was dead, everyone's like, "Yeah, True Draco's dead," and they had 11 out of the 32, like top 32, at the UDS. They only had like one in the top 8.
Dude, that deck's still a scary thing. I mean, Lance's build is pretty solid because like the synergy it has with Apocalypse and Waterfall is pretty insane because like that's a free draw. That's basically a free +1 with Waterfall, and then a free cut your opponent's monsters in half.
Yeah, I always thought that deck was dumb. When you first got it, I was beyond furious.
Oh, I remember that. I remember I like came over and I was just like, "Yo, I'm gonna test True Draco. It'll be great." And then you played against me and you're like, "All right, I don't want to play against this anymore. Switch to something else."
Yeah,
I'm like, "I can't play." You're like, "Nope, switch to something else."
That was the one deck you have. Like, here, take this.
Yep, I remember that because you're like, "That's so stupid," because it gives you extra tribute summons and then those things pop it when they're. It's so stupid.
It is. How is that not stupid?
It is. It is stupid.
Because I remember that because it was Zoo format, and I was like, I really don't want to play anything. Like, Magicians are okay. Blue Eyes is not great. Whatever. Well, Magicians weren't okay, actually. They were bad. They were bad in that format.
Yeah, the new support wasn't out yet, so
like,
they weren't
all
that
the
great.
decks I was playing were not good. And you waltz in my house, you dare step in my property and bring that
Respect my authority.
I'm like, oh, True Draco. I heard about this deck. I had honestly never played it before that.
Dude, I'd played it like twice before that.
And so you come in, I'm like, wait. You're telling me you can Duality, you can Demise, you can do all that on your turn and still summon like 3 monsters? Like, that's stupid. Like, because it is stupid. And set 5 cards.
Stupid.
And if you go first, great. You set up all the floodgates. You get the pops. And if you go first, the moment I try to set up, I try to like build a board. Oh, chain Dynamite, chain Ignis, chain Majesty, chain whatever, tribute summon on your turn, and not in your face. Like, I breathe and you like get a search. It's stupid.
Yep. I mean, it's a stupid deck. That's why it had to be dealt with, but it was dealt with incorrectly.
Do you think the hits were incorrect? What would you have changed?
Diagram, Masterpiece, ban Knuckles to 1 and return to 1.
I feel like Knuckles could be at 0 because even just 1 is
even
enough.
Masterpiece at 1 I would be okay with.
Yeah,
I would be okay with Diagram ban, Knuckles ban, Masterpiece at 1, return at 1. I would be fine with that.
I think Diagram should stay though, because then you're just kind of dicking over all the people who want to play True Kings. Because you have Masterpiece at 1, just because
what decks are going to play True Kings right now?
The random fun side decks. You can still attempt to make True King Dinos work. You can do True King Cosmo. You can do
what True King are you going to play in Dinosaurs?
Yeah, so they have a 3-card combo where you can still open up VFD, Lagia, and a Decode. You just need a way to get to Oviraptor. You need a way to get to Diagram, and you need a Barastos in hand.
Okay.
That's a 3-card combo. Gets you VFD, Lagia, and Decode Talker. That's still a pretty decent board for only 3 cards.
That is pretty decent.
Yeah, John, maybe you should knock it before you try it. Or try it before you knock it.
Dude.
How's that saying go?
Don't knock it before you try it?
Don't knock it before you try it, John. You heard it here first.
Oh, my God. Okay. Well, I still think the Diagram should be banned.
Why? What is, like... But
it's
that's just
so stupid and abusable.
But that's the thing. Like, you just get rid of the cards that abuse it, and you can still, like, tech it into things.
You'd have to get rid of so many more cards. It's easier to just ban the card.
You limit Dynamite because he's stupid. You limit Return because that gets you... or you ban Dynamite because he's dumb. You limit returns so that way, like, they don't get as much fodder. And you limit Masterpiece so they can only, like, basically do 1 a game. And if you out it, they're not in good shape. And then the rest of them, I think, are fine. Heritage could honestly, live to see a limit or semi-limit. Like, it's a good card. But
what I am happy about is that, we didn't even bring this up, is that at the UDS, something that was not in the top cut.
What?
Zoo.
Thank thank goodness.
Not a single spot in the top cut, bringing it in with Zoo.
People think the deck is good.
Dude, I really I've been thinking about it like more and more since the list came out, and the only dangerous thing I see in the deck right now is Whiptail. Because Barrage, don't get me wrong, Barrage is a good card, but what do you do with it?
Yeah.
Because unless you have stuff in grave already.
Yes, that's what I've been telling everybody.
Yeah, you were right. Like, I was really thinking about it, and you're right. Like,
you can't
the deck,
their
unless
effects.
it opens up like 3 Whiptail, it's not making anything that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Or, Thoroughblade sort of, but there's no way to actually search the Whiptail anymore outside of Tenki.
Yeah. So, you need to open up the Thoroughblade, and you need to have a Zoo monster in hand. So you need to have 2 cards to get 2 Earth monsters out.
Yeah. I just don't see where the deck is going to be competitively viable anymore.
Because people just don't understand. Like, oh, it's a 1-card 2 Earth monster, Mrs. Radiant, like it's broken. It's like, no. If you open Rat and normal summon, then yeah, that's a 2-card whatever. If you open Barrage and a Zoo monster in hand, then yeah, that's 2 cards. But that's 2 cards. That's 1 for 1 just to make 1 Mrs. Radiant. So that's still a -1, and it's only a Mrs. Radiant. Not only that, but you're bricking because you're running so many Zoo monsters.
Yeah.
So the deck is dead, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first, and second and third. Probably heard it for the millionth time here, actually.
Yeah, really. It's. I really think that the deck is not going to do anything. Maybe like splashed here and there for whatever reason.
I could not even think of a deck that you could splash that into.
Dude, someone's going to try. Is all I'm going to say. I'm not saying it's going to be insanely successful. I'm just saying someone's going to try.
Like 4-axis, Fire Fist, Zodiac, whatever.
Yeah, dude. 3-4-axis, Fire Fist, Zodiac. Sounds like a deck to me.
Oh man, but they're all fires and that's Earth. I mean, it doesn't matter because the deck's dead.
I don't have to think about this. No.
Yeah, no, I don't need to theorize, play test, or do anything with Zoo. It's dead. It's gone. I'm finally happy it's over.
Yeah.
Like even then, like we talked about this, like past like meta decks. I don't even need to have this discussion again. I was literally just gonna say the exact same thing I said last time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see that it's not like we're out of the days of Zodiac. I never thought we'd see it. Yeah, I really am. But I don't mind the format we have going right now. Like, while I don't like playing against Magicians...
I like Magicians.
The deck is not bad to play. I'll be honest with you. I was playing Brent's Magicians.
Yes, you were.
I was playing it earlier today, and it's kind of fun to play.
Yeah, because it's a combo deck.
Because it is a combo deck, and I respect a combo deck. But I do not like playing against it in the slightest. But that's Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't like losing to things. So,
yeah.
But yeah, we got Magicians, we got Cosmo, we got True Draco and Invoked and Spellbook variants and whatnot. Invoked in general is still a good deck. Yeah, I mean, you got Lightsworn, Paleo. It's a pretty diverse format as of right now, and I really enjoy that. Blue Eyes sneaking in there.
Blue Eyes sneaking. They're a good deck. I like Blue Eyes.
They're a good deck. Now, Brent, what do you think wins between Blue Eyes and Paleo?
Oh, my goodness. You're trying to bait me here.
Dude, I'm just trying to bait you into triggering Will.
So, Blue Eyes wins the matchup, in my opinion.
Okay, why?
Paleo is a strong deck, but Blue Eyes can negate their traps, and we'll chain Lost Twin to it. No. All right, I'll tag out. Like, what are you going to do? All my stuff's untargetable anyway. I summon my Dragon Spirit of Y, which I can... summon about 12 times in a turn. Banish, 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 banish. Like, okay, so you're going to summon traps. Great. I'm just going to attack, attack, attack. Okay, you brought out Toad. I'm just going to summon alternative. Like, I'm either going to bait it out because I have a way to get around it, or I'm just going to straight up attack into you and then go into the next thing. I guess they could summon the Duke Frog, but even then, like, you can still get multiple summons out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one to call.
I have never lost to a Paleo player in regional playing Blue Eyes.
But Will has never lost to a Blue Eyes player in a regional.
That's what I'm saying. But, like, whenever you're down at table 124, like, you're not playing anybody good with Blue Eyes.
By the way, shout out to Will from the team. Love you, boo.
Shout out to Will playing table 124 Blue Eyes players.
The best Paleo player I have ever met. Yeah. Calling out Corey Rocco.
Calling out Joshua Schmidt.
Who the hell is Joshua Schmidt?
You don't know who Joshua Schmidt is?
I think I've heard that name before.
He's the guy who played Paleo, got second at YCS Ramini, and lost to Billy Break, who's playing Metal Foes, and got first.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that, actually.
Yeah. So now you're a liar.
I'm a liar.
Exposed.
That's me.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. I'm a liar.
John was exposed. You know what, actually, that you don't do? You don't check the Twitter, John. Why?
I don't use Twitter.
I'm talking to
I
myself
do run
on there.
the team Instagram though. Shout out to me.
Have you posted anything on there?
I have. We have 3 posts, I think.
Do we have any? How many followers do we have?
Not many because we
No.
haven't. We've been up for like less than a week.
Well, everybody listening to the podcast, feel free
Everybody
to follow
listening to
us
the
on social media.
Yep. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
'cause I
we're
tweet
not on
basically
Facebook because
daily.
Facebook's for old people.
I'm essentially the only person using Twitter. I was like, hey guys, you want to be a great team? We could like all sign our tweets
Doesn't
with our
Tyler
initial.
run the team Twitter?
No.
Tyler does.
He does not run the Twitter. Tyler's tweeted maybe 2 or 3 times. I have like 12 plus tweets on there. Like,
Oh wow, you do a lot more
yeah,
tweets.
I'm actually running the Twitter. Like, nobody tweets or anything.
Damn son.
I'm a Twitterer.
Well, I mean, hey, yeah, I don't check the team Twitter. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Spoilers,
After.
I don't check-
What,
I don't
what did you
check-
spoil? You
That-
just ruined someone's day.
Yeah,
They're like,
because people who thought I checked the Twitter,
They're like-
they
they're like,
don't. They now know that I don't check the
they're like,
Twitter.
oh man, if I tweet at it, I know John's gonna see it, and you just ruined their day.
Yep.
No, I don't
if
look
you're
at it.
trying to reach me through the Twitter, you're not reaching me. Sorry.
You're basically writing Santa Claus a blank letter. Like, he's
Yep.
not gonna look.
Yep. I mean, I just. It's not that I dislike Twitter. I just don't think to use Twitter.
No, my goodness. All right, John. So we've been going on for our prescribed amount of time. Do you have any closing thoughts on this format, on Danglong being a hit, or on your favorite television show?
Rip Danglong, 2017. Miss you. Yeah, I mean, this format's going great so far, and I hope we can just have some more fun before Spiral comes out in, like, what, less than a month now, and ruins our lives.
Exactly. Well, they're not as bad as Zoo, at least.
Not as bad as Zoo. Still don't like Tier 0 decks.
That's all right.
Do you have any closing thoughts about our discussions?
I do not have any closing thoughts. Blue Eyes wins Paleo. Blue Eyes wins Dark Magician. Blue Eyes is just the best deck in existence, so that's it.
So, save that argument for next week's. But thank you for tuning in, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what you want to see next. We plan to have more people on the podcast. Next week, we're probably going to see some guests from the team. And weeks after that to come, we are contacting other Yugi tubers about getting on here. And, yeah, we will get that to you guys as soon as they can get to us. But thank you for tuning in for this week's podcast, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.